Okay, so we're back again.
What's up?
We was going to talk about a little bit about black-owned businesses, and we were talking about a little bit about something, not to be giving out details. I don't mean to, spoil it, brother, for you. You was talking about owning your own coffee shop because there's not too many black coffee shops out here. So, why don't you explain to the people what you're trying to do about that? Just a little bit. Give them a little taste, not too much.
Well, I got a lot of love for the city, as you guys know that. Where I spent a lot of time living in the Central District, historical black area, and also now I have a home in the southern part of the city, in the South End, in Seward Park. That has inspired me more than anything, just being with my people and trying to always find things to do for the culture and for the people that support me and that I'm involved with and that I'm uplifted by. Mm-hmm. And I decided, especially after the events that took place a few years back with the two gentlemen that were escorted out of Starbucks.
Yes.
That we as a culture need a place where we as young, people of color professionals, young black professionals, I'll say that, need a place where we can go and feel safe, that has great Wi-Fi, great coffee, all those same amenities, so we don't have to feel rushed, or feel unsafe to do our business, you know what I mean, or feel like, if we only get a water, they'll want us to leave because it's not technically being a customer, you know what I'm saying? And so with that being said, I was inspired, and so are the people I'm connected with, my wife as well, to really dig in and see how we can help with that. And I've decided, I think I want to go ahead and compete in that market. So that's the only thing I will say, just because it's in its infancy and I don't want to give away too much proprietary info. But I will say I am looking to put that in the South End, which is why I mentioned that.
Okay, so and then there's another couple things that we were talking about on the phone. I wanted to talk to you about, what is it? It's called Bitcoin. Can you explain a little bit about that to the younger folks? Because once again, you're 27 years old. Am I right? This brother has a lot of knowledge. Besides him being a local rapper, he's not just a local rapper. A lot of people be like, oh man, are you doing this interviewing local rappers? No, this young brother is not just a local rapper. He got a lot of things going on in his life. So can you give us a little details about Bitcoin? The little details that you know, the things that you know about Bitcoin.
I'll touch on Bitcoin briefly, and then I'll tell you
because you was telling me about like how you sooner or later you're going to be able to go to the store and use that at the store and stuff like that.
So what I will say about cryptocurrencies is that for anybody, especially young professionals and people of color as well, it's a great opportunity right now, as far as to be able to get into a market that's going to be relatively new, but also looks to be really widely used. And that's just cryptocurrencies in general. Now moving on from that, I'll say when it comes to Bitcoin, it does seem to be the one that's a little bit more popular right now, obviously. But what you should more look at is its usability and its how markets are adapting to it. And one example I'll use is like, for example, Nipsey Hussle with his store, how they were accepting it as an actual form of currency, right? It's stuff like that legitimizes such a thing.
Okay.
So just keep looking out for different businesses and different things that start to legitimize the usage as it or as a form of currency. And honestly, that'll kind of give you an idea of how the growth is going and how stable it's going to be. Now, something a little bit more personal, a personal tie to that is when I do open the business or the shop per se, depending on what the laws are around it, the guidelines, because obviously it takes research, right? I hope to as well try to implement cryptocurrency as a form of payment at the coffee location as well. Now, with that being said, another cryptocurrency that I currently have invested in myself is the Doge coin. Some people call it Doge, but it's DOGE. Currently, Elon Musk is talking a whole lot about it. A lot of people are now. It started out as a meme, right? But with that being said, obviously you got to look at who the people are that are talking about it, and there are people that have a lot more assets than I do, right? So with that being said, it's nothing if you have extra funds or something like that to get an app like Robinhood, right? And just invest in small things like that. So for example, me and a couple of friends of mine using group economics went ahead and all put a little bit of money in, and we bought a couple hundred coins worth of the Doge coin. So with that being said, it's a long-term thing, right? Like you could do it as a pump and dump, or you can get it and you can hold it if you don't really need the funds right away, right? So with that being said, I chose the latter. So I'm gonna go ahead and hold it with an investment like that, which means I can continue to move forward and do the things that I do, and that if it ends up hitting a high like Bitcoin, such as it hitting almost 20,000, right, or 20,000, I think it did surpass that. Did it surpass 20,000? The coin, 15.
Bitcoin?
Yeah.
60,000,
right? Okay. So with that being said, it being at 60,000, you can imagine right now the Dogecoin, I think when we bought in was like 0.24, right? So with that being said, like, if that gets the same growth or even some of the same growth with them talking about it being the currency of the moon and him just getting that $2.9 billion deal to build the space capsule for the moon, it's kind of one of those situations where it's like you might want to check it out. So like I said, there's a lot of stimulus money going around. There's a lot of unemployment money going around. A lot of hustling, a lot of side jobs, right? So if you have extra, even just an extra couple $100, get Robinhood. It takes like maybe 15-20 minutes to set up your account if you're slow. And then with that being said, just go ahead and throw that money in there. It's nothing, you won't even remember it. You know what I mean? Especially if you got a 9 to 5, 2 weeks later, that money, you're not even thinking about it. You know what I mean? That's 4 trips to McDonald's or something. So realistically, think about it. Like I said, there's other investment opportunities right now. You can find them all on Robinhood, really. Coinbase is another good app if you're really into like cryptos, right? But with that being said, I think you should definitely keep your options open. And yeah, definitely look into cryptocurrency, especially those 2 coins and others. But those 2 are the most, I would say, interesting at the moment, and you should probably follow the money, right?
Did you just hear that? 27-year-old brother. Man, you know what? Sometimes when I listen to brothers like this, I'm not disappointed. I can trust him. I can pass this generation, that this young sharp brother right here, I can pass him the torch. This brother right here is sharp, man. Follow this brother, man. So why don't you give them some of your links and things like that, where they can follow you, man?
Absolutely.
That was powerful, man. I'm telling you right now, man. That was powerful, bro.
Thank you, honestly. Yeah, and that's just knowledge. My dad used to say something. He said, "Knowledge not shared is knowledge wasted." So I mean, if I got it in my head, I'm not doing shit with it.
Let's go,
I'm
man.
not letting nobody know about it. So with that being said, and again, I'm not better than nobody. I'm still learning this shit as I go. So that's why I say man. I encourage research.
Doing a great job, brother.
You know what I mean?
Doing a great job, man.
Thank you, man. So you can get me on social media. Again, like I said at the beginning of the video, at princeofthesix. There's no weird spelling. It's original. So Prince like it sounds, and then OF of the THE, and then 6 SIX. Once you do that, that kind of links you into everything I do. Always, I'm gonna sound like a social media person right now. Click the link in my bio. But with that being said, that link takes you to my YouTube. The YouTube, you can just find me by typing in my name, Justin Hill, JUSTIN space HALE. Preferably, I'd like you to watch my latest video, WTF. You can get me on all Apple Music, Spotify, Tidal, Black-owned business. You know what I mean? And they pay the most, honestly, stream-wise. But realistically, you can get me on any one of those services, and I even have some of my older music on SoundCloud. To be honest with you, I have a website. It's princeofthesix.com, and I own that domain as well. Please go check it out. It's definitely got a lot of content on there, and it'll be updated soon with the 2 latest videos. And the last thing is, if you're on social media and you're about this hip-hop culture, I don't know if you've ever heard of Say Cheese Digital, but I definitely advise you check them out, because on 4/21, my WTF music video will be premiering on their social media website and really on their Instagram page, so look out for that.
Yeah, you hear that? Say Cheese One. We're gonna give them a shout out. We're gonna tag them in this interview. But
I feel like I lit this blunt up like 3 times that we talking.
You know what I mean? So check this out. Young black entrepreneurs hitting the town strong. Moebility TV, guess what? We out of here. You're gonna catch all my links at the bottom. We'll see you in a minute. Peace.
Ooh, shit. Back on the board again, back on the map. Ooh, shit. Wait, I just got my team, got the team, dream team, shit. I just got the bean, triple beam, shit. But how she fell in love with the old me? She acting friendly now, but I can be a homie. City girls, they up 1,000 points, I should've civil. Kinda set it straight, set the way I gotta get 'em.